It often crosses my mind that I need to share the one thing that I wish I would have done when I was on active duty with all those who are on active duty right now and are 6 months to a year away from being discharged or separated. And let's get into it. Hey, it's Steve. Today we're talking about pre-discharge claims for VA disability and benefits. And I want to emphasize that this video is about what I wish somebody would have told me when I was still active duty, that I try to tell everybody that I talk to that's still active duty about this process and why it's important. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to give you a couple time frames to work with here because I think it's important for you to understand the context. We're going to say 1 year prior to discharge. Within that 1 year to 6 months to prior to discharge, my advice to you, and it's going to seem absolutely ridiculous, is go get seen by medical and dental and vision for everything that you believe was either caused by service or aggravated further by your service, right? Now, I know that's a touchy topic with active duty military. I would have probably been of the same opinion going, I'm not gonna go to sick call, I'm not gonna do all that. But there's really a big benefit in it. And you need to start understanding that you're talking about the rest of your life now. You're not just talking about being called the sick bay kid, right? So let's get into this process and talk about why, how you go about this process. And I'll cover a couple myths at the very end. So number one, what are pre-discharge claims? They're claims filed for VA disability or compensation or benefit of any other kind before you're officially separated from active duty. So hence the name, pre-discharge claims. Those claims have to be provided or have to be filed between 180 days before and 90 days before your separation, before your discharge date. So discharge date minus 90 to 180 is when you need to file those claims. That's why I said when you're a year out from getting out, you need to start going to see medical for everything, because when that 6 month mark hits, you want to get this thing started. Get it started as fast as possible. So some of the benefits to this are that your waiting period going from getting your military pay to getting VA disability pay, if you're entitled to any, is going to be drastically shortened if you start this process 6 months before you get out of the military. The other part about this is that the benefit behind it is that connecting things to service becomes a whole lot easier when you've gone to see medical while you're still in, that you've been treated for this or you're seeking ongoing treatment for that, whatever it may be, right? Go see medical, because then your service connection is written solid in stone. Boom, this happened in the military, this was the effect on me. This was what happened in the military, it aggravated this, right? So just make sure that you're, excuse me, just make sure that you're really paying attention and getting all those things looked at that have either begun or become more aggravated since you're in service. It's gonna save you months of aggravation once you get out. There's also another reason, which is that there are specific conditions or disabilities that can only be claimed within that first year of your discharge. And you want to make sure that if you have any of those, that you don't forget about them, because life will move really fast when you get out of the military, that you won't forget about them for that first year and then boom, you're not eligible for them anymore. So you need to try and get this done as soon as possible. So what is a pre-discharge claim? Well, there's a website on the VA, or there's a page on the website for the VA, and it's called BDD, Benefits Delivery at Discharge. And it's self-explanatory. The VA wants to be able to give you your benefits right when you're discharged, expedite those claims, get those things taken care of so that you can start working with the VA already and make sure that you're not missing any benefits starting day one after you get out of the military. The other thing is that you want to engage with the TAP offered by the TAP office. So the Transition Assistance Program office offered by DoD. You want to make sure that you get involved in that. Just engage in it. The whole thing, they're going to help you learn a little bit more as well. And I'm going to tell you, just attend some VA benefits briefings as they're offered to you. Attend those VA benefit workshops. Make sure that you know exactly what you're entitled to and that you've been seen by medical for all those things that could possibly be service connected for you. And you're going to thank me later. I know you don't have to thank me later. I wish I would have done this myself. I waited years after I got out before I went after my first claim. And it cost me years of compensation or benefits. And I could have had them for all those years and just made a poor decision. So I implore you, please just go to medical. Go see the doc for whatever you have that's ailing you, period. All right, so myths and misconceptions. Filing a pre-discharge claim will reduce my active duty pay. That's bullcrap. It's absolute total bullcrap. It has nothing to do with your active duty pay. Don't listen to anybody if they tell you, oh, they're going to cut your pay down for that. They're not. They can't lower you in rank. They can't punish you in any way. It's nothing having to do with that. It's just a way for you to get a kickstart. All right. The other myth is that, this one's obviously broken already, but I can only file claims with the VA after I leave the service. There wouldn't be a pre-discharge claim or a BDD out there if that was true. And the last one, the last myth is it's too complicated to file a pre-discharge claim. It's really not that complicated. Again, I'm going to put the page link below for BDD. It's going to explain everything to you. And then you can start working with VSOs and other resources that will be able to help you. The TAP program, veterans benefits, seminars, etc., so that you can get started. So if I was going to give you my best piece of advice while you're still in, go to medical for everything. Everything that you have that is either A, caused by service, or you believe it's caused by service, or B, has been aggravated and made worse by service. Go to medical for everything. All at least between the 6 months before you get out and the year before you get out. So that 6 month period, you want to be seen in medical for everything. Second piece of advice I would give you, get started on this at the 180-day mark. Start your BDD claim. Start your pre-discharge claim, because right now it's taking 6 months. Taking 6 months to get a VA disability claim on average to push through. Now, you think about that. You start at 6 months before you get out. Once you get out, you could possibly have your benefits starting that day, right? So it's worth it. It really is worth it. I can't emphasize it enough, but hopefully that helps everybody. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you don't mind. Helps me grow the channel and it helps me get the word out to more and more veterans. All right, thanks y'all. Take care of each other.